Hello guys, PFX here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday and we'll be breaking down gold, this week's outlook on gold, what we'll be looking out for, possible places we'll be looking to buy from, sell from. Now, straight into the video. Firstly, we look to DXY, that's the dollar index, to see if it can give us any information that can help in analyzing gold. Okay. On the weekly, we have DXY. This is where it's currently at. As you can see, there's a sort of a range here from the 106 to about the 100s. There's a range. It's been going up and down, zigzag, basically sideways for some time now. Ideally, we have what we call correlation between pairs, and the US dollar index. What usually happens with the US dollar index and other pairs is that's US based pairs. We have, once the US dollar is bullish, those pairs tend to drop. So for a pair like gold, ideally you expect that as the US dollar index is bullish, gold should be coming down, gold should be dropping. And the inverse, if the DXY is bearish, that's here, you expect gold to be pushing upwards, but it's not like that most of the time. So from this information we have here, we know that the DXY is currently in a sideways market, and if we look closer here, that's this is the weekly time frame some weeks ago. So we have a new breakout here. We have this breakout here. We can say gold should be turning towards the downside, but that's not the case. Instead, gold has been moving strong, making new highs almost every day, almost every week. So we move to a clean chart on gold here. And what you want to do with gold is move out to a time frame that allows you to understand the chart data the easiest. Understand? That allows you to, like, at a glance you can easily see, okay, this is what the current market structure is, the one that allows you, that has less noise, the least amount of noise here. So from here, from the weekly time frame, we can see that there's a zone of resistance here that was broken not too long ago. This zone of resistance, so that is as resistance here, here too, before it finally broke out here. I mean here. So this is where we had a breakout here. Okay, so going off this information now, we have one zone already. Now we can also look at this zone here of support here. See, it has been tested twice. Tested twice here, and also here before it started pushing upwards. Could also mark out this zone here. So these are possible places to either make a retracement to from where it is now. We're already in London session. Make a retracement to either these zones, and from here maybe pushing upwards or breaking here, maybe ranging a bit before dropping down, or maybe continuing back up, or maybe even further dropping back down to this zone, since like this should be like our strongest zone now before doing whatever it wants to do, basically. So we have this information here. Let me get rid of some of this. Now we can go to our daily. On the daily, this is where we are. We have our resistance there, and this is our immediate support on the daily, this zone here. So we just mark those out, and we can work with this information here, since the idea is to day trade. So based on from my last video, I showed you guys how to make use of the Fibonacci extension tool. So we can use that Fibonacci extension tool now to see possible targets for where gold is, because right now we don't have any information to the left. Yeah, there's no information to the left over here. So using the Fibonacci extension tool, the same principle, from the bottom of the move to the break. This is where we have our break, back to the bottom of the move. We can see that gold still has, from here, it's almost at the 1, the 2, where we usually take our profit. Safe to say we can be looking out for gold to get to this point here, 2779. So we can mark that out as a possible target point for any gold buys we are able to get into later on this week. So we have that already. Now, from where gold is, there's also a possibility for it to drop back down to this resistance that was just recently broken before continuing back up to our targets, or it can just drop back down again. Ideally, this is what we'll be looking out for. So we'll be looking to take potential buys from here. That's buys going upwards this way, or take sales if we have a strong break this other way. Take sales back down to this point. So this is like, from a day trading perspective, this is what we'll be looking out for, like immediately. This is what we're looking out for, taking buys from here, from this resistance point. That's as a form of break. We had a break, a retest going back up, or sales once this level is broken sufficiently. You can take sales back down here. And if we calculate our pip range, we have taking a buy from here. That's a 900 and something pip move, 945 pip move. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know, this is the daily time frame, so that's like a very big target. And we have a 600 and something pip move here, 623 pip move for sales here. So let's go down to our 4-hour time frame and see what other information we have here. On the 4-hour, we can draw a trend line here. Can draw a trend line here. So this is also a possible place. So if peradventure gold starts to drop and it gives us something like this, maybe, and if we are fortunate to have a break here, we can also take sales from there, from here. Going down. Now, if peradventure we take the sales, we're fortunate to get a breakout from here and take the sales, and we see another opportunity to take buys from here, we can extend our TP back here or to wherever it starts from. If this place acts as a resistance, we can also take buys going back up to that level. Then if we have breakouts here, from this zone, we can take sales, we can take more sales from here, going all the way back down to our supports. This is the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we have another support here. Can take sales here, and likewise the same thing. If there's a breakout from this point also, we take other sales going down. So that's just it. So for buys, if this resistance is able to hold, we'll be looking out for buys from a break of this resistance from here all the way back up to the full TP. Or if we are able to, peradventure we have a third touch of this trend line here, we take buys here or here, whichever point the market reverses from, or we see a confirmation to get out of the trade. But our major target, our long-term target, will be here, but basically here. So if this doesn't hold, if this trend line doesn't hold also, the next point we'll be looking out for buys will be from here. Looking out for buys from here to take it all the way back up here, or And lastly here, this point, the same thing, just at this point of support. Depending on what the market does, you know, we look for what the market does, then we take advantage of it, we react accordingly. So basically that's what we'll be looking out for on gold. It's nothing too, we don't have too much expectation for it, but overall we are still bullish on gold until otherwise. So that's it for the video. We know where we are looking to take our buys from, we know where we are looking to take our sales from, and don't just take buys or sales from these zones. You still have to wait for your particular confirmations, whether it's your candlestick confirmation, whether it's fundamental, which other confirmations you use, you know, before you take a trade. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video.